back. My name is Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Today we're going to talk about 7 truths regarding entrepreneurship. If you believe the hype with a lot of these commercials that you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and even on, traditional TV, it's so easy. All you have to do is get involved in digital marketing, flip this house in real estate, uh, buy or build this funnel, and this is the one surefire method. All of these things that they're telling you, they're lies. The first reality that I have to give to you, number one truth about being an entrepreneur, is not easy. And that means it's probably not going to be quick. It's not easy. Now, as you become a more seasoned entrepreneur, it certainly gets easier. If you surround yourself with the right people who have some experience in leading or guiding businesses, it certainly gets easier for you. But it is not easy. Even veteran entrepreneurs fail. That's just the nature of the beast. So first, understand it's not easy. Okay. Next point, the truth. Truth number 2. This is a long-term commitment. Some of you, one of the reasons that you're failing is that you're trying something for 6 months, for 3 months, for a year, and it's not working out. So you quit way too soon. Very often, if you just keep pushing, a little bit more perseverance on your part, you might just have that breakthrough. So that's one truth, and you just have to be prepared for that. That's not to say that if you know that you're going in the wrong direction, you don't need to stop and U-turn, but you often, before you exit, you need to have, sit down and map out the pros and the cons and make sure that you've evaluated everything, and don't just turn tail because you're not getting the results that you want. What I'm doing right now with these YouTube videos, part of it is merely just because I have something inside of me that I want to get out, because again, I wish that I was able to talk to this Dale Myers that's talking to you when I was 18 to 20 years old, to have someone that had been through the fire and could kind of help me navigate some of these troubled waters. So that's why I'm doing these videos. Also, I'm doing it because it's part of a 3 to 5 year plan, for where I'm going with actually all of my businesses, but it's a 3 to 5 year plan. So the first thing we said was that it's not easy. Number 2 truth about being an entrepreneur, it's a long-term commitment. The third thing, we already just talked about it. You will fail along the way. That's part of it. Again, even the most successful entrepreneurs fail. So this is far from certain. Do not believe the people with my 5-step fundamental process. It guarantees you'll never fail. Look, even when I work with clients, I put in some level of guarantee that the processes that I put in place are sound, and I guarantee my work. But I cannot guarantee that if you hadn't done the research on your market, that if you put this product out, that it's going to sell like hotcakes. If you hadn't went out and talked to your market properly, I can show you how to produce it. I can put all these other things in place. But if that part isn't done right, So no one, hear me clearly, no one can guarantee you success. If down the road, you and I do business on some consulting, some training, there are certain things I'll guarantee, but I cannot ever tell you that I know for a fact your business will be a success. I can give you my best insight that you've done an outstanding job in researching what your market desires, that your market has a legitimate problem. You have a method for providing a solution to that problem. You have a method for providing that solution that's a little bit different and perhaps better in some ways than your competition. And then now, do you have the resources to execute on that? See, all of these things come into play. So failure is a part of it. Do not be confused. Do not believe the hype. Let's see. Next on my list. Oh, this one here. Your friends and family will probably disappoint you, and they may not support you in the way that you want to be supported. And even if they do try to show support, they don't understand you unless they're an entrepreneur themselves. Listen, even for some entrepreneurs, they don't want their kids to be entrepreneurs because, I mean, it's risk. It's a lot of risk involved. I hope that your family is there for you. Um, you know, for most entrepreneurs, it's a mixed bag. Just know going in that, yes, reach out to your family and friends, hope that they do business with you, but that better be a very, very, very small part of your plan because ultimately your success does not hinge on what they do, but on what you do. So, next up, number 6, I believe we're at. Nope. So we did, hold on, let's see. Number 1, it's not easy. Number 2, it's a long-term commitment. Number 3, you will fail along the way. So I actually combined number 4 and 5. Number 4 was your friends and family probably won't understand you, and then no, okay, and support you. So actually, number 5, it stems off of that. Man, I'm having a tough time counting today. Uh, Number 6 stems off of that. Because most people don't understand you, it gets to be kind of lonely. People will look at you like there's something wrong with you, and you might question yourself. I've done that. Like, how come I can't be comfortable? I've had good paying jobs, but I've never been fulfilled. Honestly, I mean, I've had a couple jobs that I enjoyed, even teaching. Teaching is something I would do for free, and I have done it for free, but it was still being there all day knowing that there's a limit on my salary just don't work for me. Um, and a lot of people, even to this day, will say, I have, I mean, I have plenty of schools offer me to come back and teach, be their football coach, all this other stuff. And of course, I would hope, I still one day want to come back and become another head football coach, but that's a lot of time. However, I digress. It's lonely as an entrepreneur because for most people don't understand when I say I have these people offer me jobs, why not just go take the job? It's steady income. It is, if that's what you want. And you know that you'll make 60, 70, 80, whatever it is. Some of you make it 250,000. That's great. I don't begrudge that. I'm not telling you what's right for you. I'm telling you what was right for me. And most entrepreneurs, most people just don't understand you. They don't get it. So that's a truth about entrepreneurship. No going in, this is time back into friends and family that your friends and family probably won't understand you, won't support you, and you might be lonely. And in truth, number 7, it does take money to grow a business. Notice I said grow a business because truth of the matter, if you had $0 in your pocket, you could start a business. Now, you would not have insurance. You would not be licensed and whatnot according to the state or local municipality, whatever the local ordinances you have. You wouldn't be doing all of that. But you could decide today that you are a business consultant. You are a lawn care service provider. You are a dog walker. You are a math tutor. Whatever you are, you can start a business with $0. However, when it's time to grow that business, it takes money. So I will not tell you that you need money to start a business, but you need money to grow the business. Because to grow the business, you have to reach more customers, and organic growth is outstanding, but sometimes you need to do more promotional efforts or occasionally advertising. I don't really advertise much. I never have. Um, I get a lot of word of mouth. Most of my business is word of mouth and referral, and that's what you really want. However, where I'm taking my businesses to, I'm getting ready to play in that space of I will have to do some advertising because of I am trying to gain somewhat of a first to market advantage, and content marketing is great, but it's also very slow. So I will be doing some content marketing along with some traditional advertising. And it takes money for that. Is the whole point. So let's recap. We said, well, the truth was it's not easy. That was truth number one. So how do you deal with that? Get mentally motivated. Go ahead and let yourself know, okay, this is going to be tough. This ride is going to be real, and I'm tough enough. Well, look, there are a lot of great motivational guys out there that you can listen to. I'm actually going to start doing a little bit more of that. I have some of that pre-designed stuff, whatnot. Um, Find whatever works for you is the whole point. Know that it's going to be tough and get mentally ready for it. You know, if you've ever played any sports, you know how before the game, man, you had to psych yourself up. You knew that you were going against, one of the best teams in the state, or you know, I was a big football guy, right? And that was my main sport that I played. And I remember, you know, we watched the scouting reports on these guys, and we were playing Valdosta High School, and they had a big old linebacker. What the boy name? I know he was number 44. I played running back. Had to get mentally ready. Actually, no, this was Lowndes County, not Valdosta, Lowndes County. But anyway, the point is psyching yourself up mentally, getting mentally ready, knowing that your competition, they're coming for you. Man, business is like a war in the trenches. Your competition is trying to put you out of business. Get mentally ready for that. So, number one, it's tough. The way you handle it, get mentally ready. And I talked about listening to motivation and stuff like that. Read the books. There's some great books to get your spirit right. So number two, it's a long-term commitment. This is very, very much related to number one. How do we address that? Find your big why. And I talked about that in a previous video. Find your big why. And I'll include a link in the description below. If your why is big enough, when I say to you this is a 3 to 5 year commitment, you're like, okay, I may want to get it done faster, but 3 to 5 years is nothing. I'm willing to pay that price to be successful. I'm willing to pay that price to make my dreams come true, to make sure that my seeds, my children, can have more than what I have, or they can have greater opportunity. So that's how you deal with the 3 to 5 year thing. Know that it's going to be there. Make sure your why is big enough to push you through, because the down times are coming. Number three, you will fail along the way. Again, failure is the cost of success. I've done one or a couple of videos about that. That is a recurring theme. The best fail. They fail often and early. They learn from it. They get better. You cannot avoid the failure. What you can do, what you must do, is develop a process for increasing the failure rate, but managing the cost of the failure. You be fine with the failure rate, but how much does it cost you to learn? So that's how you deal with that. And again, I'll include a link to those videos below. And then the next one, your friends and family probably won't understand you. They won't support you. Well, I mean, there's a couple ways you want to deal with that. No going in. I mean, you go through your process and you ask them, phone call, face to face, text, call, whatever you want to do, but have your plan. Again, they will be a small part of your plan. Work your plan. So more planning on the front end. That's how you deal with that. Also, one way you deal with that is um, find like-minded people. Find other entrepreneurs that think like you. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, actually, I kind of got ahead of myself. That's related to the next one. It gets lonely because your friends and family don't support you or don't understand you. You need to find like-minded people. So this is the importance of going networking. And I don't mean networking to go throw your business card around to try to get other business. It's great if that happens. But networking, to be around people that understand what you're going through, that think like you. Enough said, because that's, I mean, you entrepreneurs, you know what I'm talking about. Um, and the last one, it does take money to grow a business. That is truth number 7. How do we deal with that? Couple of ways. Get money, right? The first thing I would do is get my expenses in order. So there are two ways to grow your business: increase your revenues or decrease your expenses. Do that in your household too. Um, Live on a written budget. Tell your money where to go before you spend your money. At the beginning of the month, tell your money where it's going to go. Um, if you're that person that likes, this is a convenient example, Starbucks. You go to Starbucks every day, that's $7 a day. Whoa, 30 days in a month, 7 times 3, that's 21. That's $210 per month you just found only from Starbucks. How often are you eating out? If you're eating out 6 days a week, can you cut that down to 3? Can you cut it down to 2? So that food budget, I'm telling you, that food and drink budget is often when we can save ourselves a couple of hundred or more dollars every month. I know you like to party. Is that alcohol worth it? Is that weed worth it? Now again, hey, it's a question that you have to be honest with yourself about. Is it worth it? Am I okay with the trade-off? If I'm spending $100 a month, 200, 300, whatever that number is, you have to sit down and be honest with yourself. Is it worth it? And I'm not telling you not to do any of, don't go out and eat, don't go eat out or all that other kind of stuff. We're all adults. You do what you choose to do, but I'm saying be clear on it. You say you need money for your business, look at your expenses, itemize them, and then ask yourself, what can I reduce? You have to be willing to make those tough choices. So these were 7 truths about being an entrepreneur. The one thing, guys, is just get mentally ready. Don't believe what the fake gurus who are making millions of dollars selling you courses and talk about this is a get rich quick thing. No. If it works so well, then they will be doing that all the time instead of selling that stuff to you. Now, I'm not telling you there are not some great courses out there. There are some. I pay for some myself. I'm going to offer some, so I'm not going to be hypocritical and say that there's no information to be gained. But if someone is telling you this is a guaranteed get rich quick thing, do your research. So, hope this has been helpful. Please thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. What's been some truth about entrepreneurship that you figured out, for those of you that this is not your first time at the rodeo? I'd like to hear about it in the comments below. My name is Dale Myers with Vision Advance. This is day number 14, tax day. Just got finished paying my state taxes. I'm a little angry about that, but that's okay. We live to fight another day. Y'all take care.